All right, we're back. We're back again on a beautiful Tuesday, and here we're going to talk about. I wanted to talk about. It's actually related to yesterday, and I was talking about how like when things are going good, all of a sudden this person from the past will show up, or these things, these obstacles, or these temptations, or these diversions of the past will all of a sudden show up while things are going well, and that relates to this. So let me just show you this graph real quick. Okay, so what this is the emotional cycle of change, and this relates to entrepreneurship. This relates to just any change in your life, whether that's, starting to work out, doing yoga, learning how to draw, learning how to edit, making YouTube videos, building a business, whatever it is, you're met with this thing right here. Let me break it down to you, because this does relate to what I was talking about yesterday, is when you start, you have this uninformed optimism. What that is like, you're just like, this is so easy, and you're just filled with excitement, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna be such a good drawer. I'm gonna be so fit and healthy. I'm gonna right. And you're in this it's called uninformed optimism, because you're too naive to know what you've done, like to not, it's related to the Dunning-Kruger effect, which is like the less you know, the more confident you are, right? And so you're very confident. You're optimistic, and then you hit your first roadblock. Informed pessimism. Let's say, you're in the gym and your goal was to hit 135 bench press after working out for a month, and you don't hit it. Oh, wait, this is going to be a little bit harder than I can. Oh, wait, why is my squat only 100 pounds, Or this is when you're YouTubing and all of a sudden it's like, oh, wait, editing is a lot harder than I thought. This is taking a lot more time than I thought. Or even in drawing, it's like, oh wait, this is so much more complex. I have to learn essentially polygons. I got to learn spheres and the building blocks and oh my God, I'm so far behind, and like people already know all this stuff, and then even in entrepreneurship or blogging or something like that, or even like e-commerce, it's like, oh okay, now I have to go find the winning product, and like, wait, there's so many winning products. Oh wait, this is taking me doing product research is taking a lot longer than I thought. Wait, I can't even find a product. Oh wait, I'm getting tired. I actually don't want to do this anymore. And the more you're in this, it leads to this valley of despair where you're just kind of like, you're very hopeless about the situation. You hit the wall that every person hits when they go on that endeavor in the gym, or they can go on that endeavor in YouTubing or whatever it is, where you're just like, wait, this is a lot harder than I once thought in an uninformed optimism. And because of that, I'm just going to find something else to do. Maybe this thing isn't for me. Maybe e-commerce isn't for me. Maybe I should try crypto. Maybe I should try YouTube. Maybe I should try automation, shorts. I'm just using specifically like that type of example. If it's working out, oh, maybe bodybuilding isn't working out for me. Maybe I should do powerlifting. Maybe I should do strength training. Maybe I should do calisthenics. This is just not working out for me. Or, oh wait, I can't draw. Let me try singing. Let me try playing the piano. And I've been here, I still am here, and I guarantee you all know someone in their life where like they'll get something and they'll order something and then like do it for like 2 seconds, and then you'll never like see it again. I had a friend growing up, and like I'm the same way as him, but like his parents, like he got a surfboard and he got all these things and he didn't really like use it, and even recently I bought soccer cleats like a month or two ago, because I was like, I'm gonna start going to pickup and stuff like that. I never went. I just have those cleats, right? But besides the point, the valley of despair, when you're here, what people tend to do is pivot, right? So you're like, okay, I'm going to try it. And then you get back up to here with the new thing that you try. You're back up to here with drop shipping or doing YouTube, or, or even the niche that you're doing in YouTube. You're like, oh, I found this new niche. It's so exciting. I get to do ASMR or whatever. And then you go back down into informed pessimism and then back into the valley of despair, right? And so the reason I'm bringing this up, and I talked about this yesterday, is because when things are going good, no, you have a good idea. If you have this uninformed optimism, that's good. You're excited about something. I mean, you may be too naive to understand the amount of work that's put into it, but if you're the type of person that's going to work, you're going to work. But like when you get here in the devil's, because the valley of despair is the step right before informed optimism, which is the step right before success. So when you're in the valley of despair, you have to know that you're close. But what the devil does while you're down here is like, oh, maybe this isn't for you. Go back to here. Maybe try this, try this other thing. And You just keep living this cycle of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And years go by and you're like, dude, nothing I've done has been successful. And it's because you haven't stuck with the one thing long enough to be successful. I think for me, of course, like my first video, informed pessimism, I was getting discouraged. Dude, I don't think people understand this. I posted over 100 videos with no subscribers. The only subscriber I had was like Jamil. I posted 100 freaking videos. You know how discouraging and valley despairish that is? But I didn't care. Like, but the reason I didn't care this time, and the reason I'm bringing it up is like, I have been to the 1, 2, 3, the 1, 2, 3, and not just in terms of like, you know, entrepreneurship or finances, but in terms of like working out, in terms of diet, in terms of like relationships and friendships and going out and everything in my life. I have done 1, 2, 3, every single thing. And you know how many renditions of this that I have been at 3 and known that I've been at 3? A couple times now. So the first step of change, so this is the emotional cycle change, but the first step to true change is self-awareness. And people, that's the self-awareness. That's the step you get stuck in the longest because, okay, I'm in the valley of despair and I know that I'm in the valley of despair. That doesn't make it any easier for me to keep going. Like knowing that you're suffering and knowing like where you are and being self-aware enough can, in the beginning, actually hurts a lot more than it helps because you know ignorance is bliss and you'd rather be ignorant of the situation than be aware like, holy shit, I know I'm being a piece of shit and I know I'm being self-sabotaging and I still can't stop the train. So this time with this YouTube and everything is my first time ever escaping the valley of despair. And the reason what made me think about this today is because while I was at work and I was scrolling through YouTube just while I was doing my work, and I got this one video yesterday about this guy. He dropped an insanely good video on like really how to do e-commerce. And e-commerce is something I've always been interested in, and I've tried a little bit, but I've never run paid ads and all that shit. And I've only done it like 20%. Like I haven't really gotten to the full, but I've built websites and stuff like that. But my point being is that this guy had such a great video. It was like an hour long, and he really, first time I've ever seen a video like this where someone doesn't gatekeep. And they literally show you from the beginning, from product research to product validation to building the site to running ads, from beginning to end, how to do it. And I watched that one video, and now my whole feed is filled with automation, with e-commerce, with drop shipping. But I know, like there's an excitement, right? Because then I get here. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, I could do this. I could be rich. I can just be good at e-commerce. Like, because I've known people in my personal life that have done e-commerce and do it. Like, oh, I could do this. But then I caught myself because I'm like, wait, what did I say a couple videos ago? When things are going well, you don't change. You don't change anything. And things are going well. So what did I do? Instead of going down this rabbit hole and going to buy a domain name and opening up my Shopify and building the site and doing all this stuff, I was like, no, I'm going to get home and make a video about this. Because in truth, what would I do? I would go start doing dropship. I'll be in uninformed optimism. I would then go down here. I would run some ads. I would run a couple ads. They would fail. I then would get in the valley of despair, and I would have to push through that to get here. But I'm already here with the thing with YouTube. Like I'm already like kind of here-ish with YouTube. And maybe even getting close to here. So why would I change? And I think that's my point is like a lot of, even when you're doing well, and even if it's not like, the devil, it's not going to send whatever from the past. Maybe it's not a person from the past, but sometimes it'll show you opportunities. Maybe it will give you candy to get excited over, to stay in this uninformed optimism stage. So you never reach success. You'll keep going, oh, try this. Oh, try reselling, try vintage reselling, try AirPod reselling, try clothing, trying apparel, like everything. No, bro. I'm going to stick with futures trading and I'm going to stick with YouTube. Oh, you guys want to see something real quick? I'm going to show you something real quick. You want to see how cooked I got today? You want to see, dude, look, like, I know a lot of people don't even know what's going on the screen right now. The colors are just like, the blue is the London session from 3 a.m. to 11, and then 8:30 to, right here, like 8:30 to 4 o'clock is the New York session. Bro, where was I going to trade? I thought right here at the beginning of the day, off this this no, where is it? Yeah, around 10 right here. That's why I bought. I thought this was going to go to the moon. This bit, and this made a bit like. I'm sorry if I'm doing a bad time explaining. I'm not going to explain. Maybe in a later video I'll actually explain what's going on. But when I looked at this, I thought this was retracement. I thought this was mooning. Bro, this is the most chopped shit I've ever seen in my life. It was awful. It was a really bad day. It's like look at yesterday. Look how clean yesterday was. It was just a smooth move down. So I assumed that it could be, bro, chop. Anyways, I don't know why I showed you that. But yeah, pretty much what I'm trying to say is like, I'm 10 toes down on this YouTube shit. And you know what's weird? I keep getting like, for some reason, I don't even use Reddit at all. I get it's on my phone, like I get notifications from it, but I'm not even in any subreddits. But for some reason, I get a lot of shit from r/new YouTubers. And these people are talking about quitting. These people are talking about, you know, how they hit a brick wall, and these like after making like, you know, they'll say it's been 6 months, but I've made like whatever, like 10 videos, 15 videos. You're like, what? And you know, and you're like, I don't know. I think I'm not trying to, you know, toot my own horn. I just think there's different types of content, and I think there's content that pulls you in because it's like good content. And then there's stuff that pulls you in because the guy, like the person, the creator is like a great person, or the creator is very relatable and you get jive with them and stuff like that. And I'm trying to be the latter. I'm trying to just be like, I can literally post whatever I want and it's fine because most people fuck with me and they know I have a pure heart, right? But anyways, I'll let y'all go. Have a beautiful rest of your Tuesday. I just got done working out again, dude. Dude, I'm so weak. It's correct. Dude, I'll post a video like within a month of me when I'm back to prime doing real calisthenic shit. But anyways, I love y'all, guys, girls, gays, queer, they, them, z's, or everyone, anyone. Have a blessed rest of your Tuesday. I'll catch you guys on a beautiful Wednesday.